Feel a couple of things. Excited, nervous too, because I haven't lifted in a week. I had my conference last week, real estate investor conference called Income Building Live. It was absolutely amazing. But then I thought, man, I can't wait to get back to lifting. I haven't lifted in an entire week, so super pumped. I'll tell you more about the conference, but it was so amazing. 200-300 people there in Nashville. It was so terrific, helping people learn how to invest in real estate, getting them pumped up to invest. But now I got to get back to lifting. But after a week off, taking a week off, it's like your body goes on vacation. Like it realizes, hey, I'm not lifting now. And so I usually start with pull-ups and push-ups and everything like that. And so when I start with those, I usually can tell how my body's feeling. If my body's doing, it's going to be strong, if it's going to be weak. And so I started with the pull-ups, and my body said, what are you doing? You should be on vacation, not lifting anymore. So after taking a week off, this is the time that you don't overdo it. I want to go back and immediately jump right back into the lifting, like what I was doing before, heavy and lots of intensity and all that sort of stuff. But if you do that, or if I did it today where I jump right back into it, I won't be able to walk tomorrow because my legs will be all sore. When you take a week off, I don't know what you would even call it, but I never get sore when I'm working out 5 days a week. If I work out 2 days a week, I'm always sore. If I work out 3 days a week, I'm always sore. When I take a week off, I'm always sore. So I feel so much better, but you don't get sore if you're always working out. You don't give your body a chance to get sore. So now that I took a week off, I gotta get my body back in that. I've done it where I come back and I immediately start doing like heavy back squats because your body feels good. Heavy cleans, heavy back squats. Like all the aches are gone, central nervous system settled down, all that. But the next day, it's like you can barely get out of bed because you're so sore. Same thing with even just getting in and out of the car. Like you're like stepping up, you're like, oh, my legs hurt so bad, so sore. So today is all about getting your body moving. Get the movement in. Like I'll do some back squats, good deep squat. So when you get deep in the squat, your groin gets stretched and normally doesn't do that in general. So you don't want your groin to be so sore that you can't even get out of your car, can't even walk. But I've taken, it's probably the fourth, we started the fourth week, but a couple of weeks where 1 rep max weeks, so I tapered off a lot. Then took a whole deload week last week, which didn't even go to the gym. So now, time to build it back up. Hopefully my central nervous system is settled down. If you guys have been watching, leading up to like 3 weeks ago, somebody call him. Charles, I'll have to call you back on lifting. He should know better to call me during my lifting sessions. But yeah, I was working out since September straight. September, I took a couple deload weeks here and there, but it was basically September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months of 5 days a week, 2 hours a day, heavy, high intensity lifting. What that does is it taxes your central nervous system. So praying I'm all settled down, and because towards the end of that, like right before I went on to my conference, I couldn't even lift things that I could lift normally. A couple days, I couldn't even snatch 225, which was so weird. I mean, my 1 rep is 270, so not even be able to do 275 is just weird and sad, depressing. So hopefully we're past that. But today we're gonna basically just do the movements, do it light. Just get all the body moving. Whew. But I mean, I gotta tell you, I need to do this more often. I mean, I just, when you lift so much, you enjoy it so much, and you don't want to take a break. You don't want to admit that your body needs a break. And so, bummer things happen, like your body starts shutting down saying, you cannot lift anymore. All right, this is feeling heavy. Like I told you, my body's on vacation, so this week, probably like Friday, I'll probably get back into the heavy weights and normal programming. But the first 3 days back, it's little by little getting back into it, just getting the movements in. All right. Whoops, shoot. It's the first time I've done that in a long time. So, not going live on Instagram because I think my kids took my tripod clamp thing out of my bag, so I can't find it. So, I will need to remember to put it in my bag. All right, I can't wait to lift. I've been thinking about this, even though my conference was absolutely amazing. If you didn't come, you missed out. It was so, I got inspired by all the stories. People, so I've been doing this conference for 5 years, and now this was the first year that I got people that came to the conference to speak on stage, giving their story, sharing how they were sitting in those chairs and now are successful real estate investors. That doesn't feel bad at all. It just feels really heavy because my body's still on vacation. I ate way too much food too. But yeah, so we had so many attendees and students speak, which was absolutely amazing. It got people that were sitting there first time thinking, I could actually do this. They were sitting right where I am. Okay, doing power. I would like to just see where my body's feeling, how my body's feeling, so that I can gauge the strength level that I feel today. I'll do a full snatch. I'll probably just maybe go to 205 today. Like I told you, today is all about getting your body back. Lifting again. All right. Whew. Be completely honest to you and say I have committed to an entire year of going live just to encourage people, you and everybody else, to go to the gym and exercise and show that you can do it. But I was just thinking, even though it doesn't take me long to set up everything, I started thinking, man, it'd be easier if I didn't go live. It'd be so much easier if I just started lifting instead of getting everything set up and all that stuff. So I appreciate you watching, because that's why I do it. It's for you. All right, so this is 155, 45, 55. 155, let's see how we do. Just doing no hook grip, just regular grip. Getting my hands, get the strength back in my hands. I personally like getting my head through. I've heard some coaches say don't do that. I don't agree with that. They say because this, and this. I think everybody's body's different. So if somebody snatches, they catch it like this, it's totally fine. Other people they feel better, more stable like this. Everybody's body's different. So anytime you see, don't do this, do this, like you must do that. No, I mean, take what they say, but then figure out how best fits your body. Like that, see? I feel so much more stable with my head through. Some people say that, I can't even remember what their reasons were for not putting your head through. But I mean, they were solid. It was solid advice. You know, they really good points. But I lift better when my head's through. Okay, I'll do one more at full. So my goal today is just get my body moving, but not be sore tomorrow. That's really what it comes down to. I mean, when you lift, lifting for me, should be for everybody, is all about doing this for the rest of your life. Like being able to continually lift, not just do it for, a few years, do really well, then you hurt yourself, then you have to stop. You get injured and it's hard to come back. So my goal, Lord willing, I'd be able to do this when I'm 70. I just love doing it. It's so much fun. It's competing against my old self is what it is. It's so funny. So funny how oblivious people are when they're walking around listening to music. Lady almost ran into she almost tripped over my weights that are yellow on the ground. And she almost ran into the tripod because she just like that. But oh well. And then my tripod's kind of out of the way, so you have to almost really hit it or totally not be paying attention. What is this? 175? Normally I'll be going up higher, faster. But like I said, we're just getting the body moving. All right, so we're gonna do probably 2 power and 1 full. So I usually start my workouts with warm-up of Monday, Wednesday, how is it? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll do 2 sets of pull-ups, push-ups, GHD sit-ups. So the pull-ups I normally do 8 in a row and not feel fatigued until the 8th one. And then I'd be like, okay, move on. Today I got to 5 and I was like, oh my goodness, my body's still on vacation. Then I did a 6th one. I was like, okay, hey, first day back. All right, it's 175. Not feeling bad at all. Feeling very good. Feeling pretty good. At least like my central nervous system is not stopping me. It's just right now my muscles are still on vacation. Do it again. Is that camera a little off? So this camera that you're looking on right now is YouTube and Facebook. And I was trying to go live on Instagram on this and LinkedIn and Twitter, but I haven't been able to figure that one out. And Instagram is like, since it's wide, Instagram is only vertical, so it didn't work. Looked terrible. So zoomed in. All right, here we go. How many did I do of this? 2 already or not? I can't remember. Here we go. Did I tell you how much hotels cost to put on events? I think I did. But I don't mind telling you again because it's absolutely ridiculous. So if you are putting on an event, you're taking up their ballroom and lobby and all that stuff for the conference. You rent it out, but you have to then guarantee that you're filling up their rooms with a certain amount of room nights taken. And you have to guarantee a minimum amount of food and beverage. So with a minimum amount of food and beverage, I'm like, it's only £5, £10 increase, that's fine. So the minimum room nights. I originally had contracted 700, I think, room nights. 700 individual room nights, which I had to renegotiate because I didn't think we were going to hit that. So I get it down to 365. Praise the Lord we hit that, but guess what happens if I don't fill up those rooms? Yep, you're right. I got to pay for every empty room because I guaranteed I'd be able to fill them for the privilege of using their ballroom. Then, so that's one. So that's what? 360 times 210. How much is that? What's 360 times 210 plus taxes and fees? Can you guys maybe type in the comments because I don't remember. Or sorry, I don't have a calculator brain. It's a lot of money. Maybe I'll do it one day. But then you also have the food and beverage minimum. Okay, let me hit this, 185. The food and beverage minimum, basically you have to pay to get food, which is good because you could provide something for your attendees, but that's until you realize how much it costs for all that stuff. Okay, hold on, let me get this, 185. Probably just do doubles from here on out. It's okay. Felt a little achiness in my knee, right knee for some reason. Probably because I landed awkward. We'll do a full. I might just stop here. Like this feels good, but I don't feel terrible. But it's like no need to go too high. So the minimum food and beverage for this hotel for this last lower than it's been in the past. So I was really glad. $50,000. So I have $50,000 that I have to buy in food and beverage. That's not the worst part. Well, that's bad, but there's another worst part. Let me tell you in just a second. That's not bad. Feeling okay. First day back. So, well, I gotta do it. I gotta calculate. All right, for a hotel, putting on, how much is it? So if I had $210 per night times, I think it's like 25% taxes and fees and all that sort of stuff, times 0.25, that's $260, let's say. So 260 times 360 room nights, $100,000. $100,000 that I guarantee if I don't fill up those rooms, I'm gonna have to pay for empty rooms, $100,000. Then, food and beverage minimum. I guaranteed that I would pay $50,000 in food and beverage. Let me ask you, just guess, how much do you think coffee, how much do they charge for coffee? Just guess, per gallon. How much do they charge for coffee? Per gallon. When I first heard this, I said, can you speak into my good ear? I thought I heard you say $125 a gallon. They said, oh, yeah, no, you heard right. Oh my God, you're kidding me. $125 a gallon for coffee? And they said, well, I mean, you did hear right, but you also didn't hear right. You heard that right, but you gotta know, you're gonna pay 36% just to the hotel, not including taxes, 36% to the hotel, 25% service fee, and then 11% privilege to be able to buy food from them. Can you believe that? So 36% on top of that. So what's 36? So it's basically $165 a gallon for coffee, not including tax. So that's just one. Every meal, if you do a box lunch, like a sandwich, a crappy sandwich, bag of chips, maybe a cookie and a drink, guess how much that is? You might be thinking, $25, right? I mean, that's a good markup, $25 for $5 worth of stuff. Nope. $75 per box. It's probably $70 per box lunch. Then 36% on top of that for service fee and event fee. They call it like event privilege fee or something like that. I don't know what it was. So that's on top of that tax. And I think there's two different taxes. It's like 15% more. So we're at basically 50%. Taxes, service fee, and all that sort of stuff on top of what you're gonna be paying. So if you're paying $100 for something, it means it's $150 total out of your pocket. Then the bad thing is, if you don't pay, or if you don't order enough food, let's say $50,000 is how much is minimum, but then I only get to, let's say, $43,000 total in food and beverage spent, and that $43,000 is total money, not including service fees. That 36% are taxes. That's just the cost of the food. I have to pay that difference. So if I got the $43,000, then I have to pay $7,000 extra just because it's the minimum. They tell you they get you coming and going. I had a VIP lounge, $400 in sodas. Guess how many sodas were taken or drank? 60? That was 400. Oh my. So needless to say, very stressful working with hotels. Okay, this is 185, let's do it. So right now my body's feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty happy with how things are moving. I just don't want to tweak something with my body thinking, hey, you should be on vacation still. 185. That is feeling ridiculously heavy. I mean, this should feel like nothing. That's so funny. My body's still on vacation. But the good thing is my central nervous system is not hindering me, at least right now. So, but the hotel that we were at was fantastic. They were a great hotel, but it's just so expensive to put on events. Wow. It's feeling so much heavier than I wanted to. Whew. And it's only 185. This is usually my warm-up or starting weight. You saw today I started with 135 on each side, or 135 total. One of my normal workout, I start here, 185. Nope, not looking good. But we're okay. It's just warm up for the week. So tomorrow, I'll probably do something similar to this workout. When I say similar, like do every movement, but do a lighter weight. It'll be heavier than today, but doing every movement allows me to get back very quickly, as long as I don't tweak something. So far it's going okay. So my clean and jerk max is 325. Snatch is 270. And back squat, I don't know. I did a 405 for 2 recently, so whatever, I don't know, 425 maybe at most. But today on my back squat, even though I could do 425, guess how much I'm gonna do? 225. Because when you get down in that deep squat, you can really get yourself sore. And then you won't want to work out the next day because you're so sore. All right, 205. All right, let's just do it right. Let's do it right. That's good. Definitely feels heavy, but at least not having any aches, pains, or, wrist hurting, elbow hurting. No, sorry, not elbow, shoulder hurting, things like that. So we're just trying to limber up those joints and muscles. Do it again. Let's do a full. What I'm trying to do is just tell my muscles, wake up, wake up. It's time to get back to work. So I've been telling people that this year was going to be the last year I put on my large live event. This is just so much stress on me. But then during the event, everybody talked me into doing it again. So we're going to do it again, 2027. the fall of 2027. It's going to be amazing. We've worked out all the, I won't say kinks, but like we've made it better and better and better every year. So I can't wait. So very excited to do it again. Whew. All right, so let's see. Right in the back squat because I'm not really tired at all. You can see I'm not even using a towel. I'm not even sweaty. Oh, my knee kind of talked to me there. Come on, knee, you're better than that. That was better. I think it was just out of whack. Feels like my hips are off. I don't know. So the goal is to get in a deep, deep squat. When you get in a deeper squat, well, number one, you're stronger. If you do a hack squat, it's not strong. But there's a muscle that's right here, your groin muscle, called the gracilis. When you take time off, that is what gets the sorest. It gets so sore. That's when you can't even get out of the car. You're like, oh, I can't walk. Your hamstrings and quads are usually worked a ton, but not your gracilis. That doesn't get worked out nearly as much because you don't squat that deep much. So, am I jumping right to 225? I wasn't supposed to. Oh well. Oh well, it's pretty light. So, as you can see, well, I'm probably doing 50% on all the lifts. So snatch, what did I get to? 185, I think? So 185, excuse me. That's more than 50% for my snatch. Then clean and jerk. What did I get to? Oh, I only got to, 205. That's a little more than 50%. But here, I'll probably get to 60%. All right, let's just do a double here. Goal, like I said, is to not get sore, but wake your muscles up, saying, stop being on vacation. It's time to wake up. I like sitting in the bottom of the squat, letting my muscles lengthen out. I'm gonna go up just a little bit, 275. Is that 60% of 425? I don't know, I'm just gonna do it though, because it feels like I need to do just a little bit more weight. Just a little bit more. So on social media and everything, I didn't post anything about the conference. I was just so focused on the conference. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be the last one, so I'm not gonna do any social media. Oh well. Should have done more, or should have done something. But, oh well, that's the way it is. Okay. All right, 275. I think like right now, hasn't yet felt like I'm feeling my groin yet. Spam call, turn you off, go away. So, I don't feel strained yet, which I don't want to feel, because then tomorrow I won't really be able to lift much. All right, 275. Let's just do a couple of these, see how I feel. I'll probably sit in the bottom of the squat. There we go. That felt good. All right. So I'll probably do some strict press, but I feel it's not going to go. I'm just going to do a little bit here and there, but wanted to thank you guys for being a part of my live. So I'll be completely honest and say I almost want to stop doing live, because it's just another step. I just want to get right to lifting. But I'm like, as soon as I'm just warmed up, I'm like, okay, now I got to get the camera ready. Now I got to get this, that, and that ready and all that sort of stuff. Even though it takes like 5 minutes, 5 minutes to get everything set up. Just one extra step. But I committed to doing this for an entire year, 365 days. Well, 5 days a week, but an entire year. I committed to doing that. I need to make myself at least get through that entire year and see if I want to do after that, even when times get tough or tiring, even when things get in the way. That's why a big thing I was teaching all the people at my conference, Income Building Live, was even though life gets in the way, if you commit to your own future, investing, hopefully getting financial independence, you don't give up, especially when times get tough. When times get tough, that's when you get more resilient. That's when you can become stronger and you have more grit to push through. So I'll lift no matter what. It's not a question if I'm gonna lift or not. Question not if I'm gonna go live. So, but I committed. Made a commitment to an entire year. Whenever I'm lifting, I will be going live. So I'm gonna be going to Japan sometime in end of May. I'm gonna hopefully lift a couple times there too in Japan. So that's gonna be fun. We'll see if that works out. But it'll be like if I lift at like 9 in the morning there in Japan, I think it might be like midnight for you guys or something like that. So, oh well, still gonna do it. But I appreciate you guys being on my live. I'll keep doing it. Hopefully encourage you to lift, change your life.